Hey everyone, I'm Liliane, your go-to cybersecurity consultant, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is incredibly important for anyone getting started in cybersecurity, especially if you aspire to become a cybersecurity consultant. We're diving into the most essential cybersecurity frameworks that everyone in the industry needs to understand. These frameworks, DORA, NIS2, BSI IT Grundschutz, ISO 27001, NIST, and COBIT, form the backbone of cybersecurity practices in various industries. Whether you're securing financial systems, critical infrastructure, or corporate networks, these frameworks guide how you approach security, manage risks, and ensure compliance. What makes this video especially important is that we'll be going deeper into DORA, the Digital Operational Resilience Act, since I wrote my bachelor's thesis on this framework. I'll break down its 5 key pillars, explain why they matter, and show you how it's applied in real-world scenarios, along with other critical frameworks. If you want to dive deeper into any of these frameworks, you'll find sources in the description box below. Make sure to check them out after watching the video. Let's get started. 1. DORA. DORA stands for the Digital Operational Resilience Act, which is part of the European Union's regulatory framework for financial institutions. Given my bachelor's thesis focused on this topic, I'll explain it in detail and why it's so important for financial services in today's digital world. DORA was introduced to ensure that financial institutions can maintain their operational resilience even during cyberattacks or major IT failures. Financial systems are some of the most interconnected and interdependent networks in the world, so any disruption, whether caused by a cyberattack or a technical failure, can have a catastrophic impact on the global economy. The 5 key pillars of DORA. ICT risk management. The first pillar focuses on how institutions manage information and communication technology, ICT, risks. This involves identifying potential threats, vulnerabilities, and risks in their digital systems and processes. Financial institutions are required to have robust processes in place to regularly assess and manage ICT risks. Incident reporting. DORA mandates that institutions must report significant IT-related incidents to regulatory authorities within strict timelines. The goal is to promote transparency and allow regulators to monitor trends across the sector. Digital operational resilience testing. The third pillar requires institutions to conduct regular testing of their digital systems to ensure their operational resilience. This includes running simulated cyber attacks, such as penetration testing and red teaming, to assess how well their systems would fare in the event of an actual attack. ICT third-party risk. Many financial institutions rely on third-party service providers, such as cloud services or software vendors, to manage their operations. DORA places strong emphasis on managing the cybersecurity risks of these third-party vendors to ensure that they don't become entry points for cyber attacks. Information sharing. Lastly, DORA encourages financial institutions to share information on cyber threats with each other and relevant authorities. By doing so, institutions can work together to develop proactive measures and improve the overall security of the sector. Why DORA matters. The importance of DORA cannot be overstated. With the financial industry increasingly dependent on digital infrastructure, any disruption caused by cyberattacks can have global ramifications. DORA forces financial institutions to embed resilience into their digital systems, ensuring that they can withstand, respond to, and recover from disruptive incidents without severely impacting their operations or customers. Real-world example. In 2024, a major European payment processing company suffered a ransomware attack that took down its online systems for nearly 12 hours. However, thanks to its DORA-compliant resilience testing and risk management strategies, the company was able to restore operations without any significant data loss, or financial damage. Their proactive incident reporting to regulatory bodies helped prevent the spread of the attack to other financial institutions. For aspiring cybersecurity consultants, understanding DORA's 5 pillars is crucial, especially if you plan to work with financial institutions or regulators. DORA's focus on operational resilience, third-party risk, and incident response will be areas you'll need to master. 2. NIS2 Directive stands for Network and Information Security Directive 2. Now, let's move on to the NIS2 Directive, the Network and Information Security Directive 2, which was developed by the European Union to enhance cybersecurity across critical infrastructure sectors. NIS2 is an upgrade from the original NIS Directive and brings even stricter security requirements. Why NIS2 matters? The NIS2 Directive is designed to improve the security of sectors that are crucial to the functioning of society, such as energy, healthcare, transportation, and water supply. These industries are highly vulnerable to cyber attacks, and NIS2 ensures that operators in these sectors have the cybersecurity measures needed to defend against sophisticated threats. NIS2 focuses on risk management and incident reporting. It requires organizations to have robust cybersecurity measures, including continuous monitoring, threat detection, and incident response capabilities. It also enforces more stringent supply chain security, ensuring that the cybersecurity risks posed by third-party vendors are assessed and mitigated. Real-world example. In early 2024, a European healthcare provider suffered a major data breach after attackers exploited a vulnerability in one of its third-party IT suppliers. The breach exposed sensitive patient records, but due to NIS2's emphasis on third-party risk management, the healthcare provider had already implemented security controls that minimized the overall impact of the breach. Additionally, their incident reporting under NIS2 helped authorities mitigate further threats to other healthcare providers. If you're working with critical infrastructure or public sector clients, knowing NIS2 inside and out will be invaluable, as it's one of the primary frameworks guiding cybersecurity across Europe. 3. BSI IT Grundschutz, which stands for German Federal Office for Information Security Standard. The BSI IT Grundschutz, while primarily used in Germany, this framework is respected internationally due to its comprehensive approach to cybersecurity. Why BSI IT Grundschutz matters? BSI IT Grundschutz is a modular framework that helps organizations of all sizes establish robust cybersecurity practices. It covers everything from technical security controls to organizational processes and offers clear guidelines for implementing these measures. It's used widely across industries, including government sectors, industrial firms, and financial institutions. One of the unique aspects of BSI is that it not only addresses technical controls, like firewalls and encryption, but also covers physical security and organizational security. This comprehensive scope makes it incredibly valuable for cybersecurity consultants who are working with clients that need to secure a broad range of systems. Real-world example. In 2024, a German industrial company faced increasing threats from industrial espionage targeting their proprietary technology. Using the BSI IT Grundschutz framework, the company conducted a full security audit of their IT systems, physical security, and organizational policies. They identified several vulnerabilities in their network architecture and were able to secure sensitive data before any major breach occurred. For beginners in cybersecurity, the BSI framework offers a clear, structured approach to securing not just IT systems, but entire business operations, making it ideal for industries like manufacturing and government. 4. ISO 27001, which stand for International Organization for Standardization. Now, let's talk about ISO 27001, a globally recognized framework for information security management. ISO 27001 is one of the most sought-after certifications in the world of cybersecurity, making it essential for anyone aiming to work in this field. Why ISO 27001 matters? ISO 27001 provides organizations with a comprehensive system for managing their information security risks. It's designed to help businesses create an information security management system, ISMS, that ensures the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. This is often referred to as the CIA triad, which is the foundation of modern cybersecurity. ISO 27001 is relevant across all sectors, from financial services to healthcare, and is often a requirement for organizations looking to partner with larger corporations or enter new markets. Real-world example. In 2024, a global e-commerce company achieved ISO 27001 certification as part of its efforts to secure international partnerships. By establishing a robust ISMS and implementing regular risk assessments, the company improved its ability to protect customer data and gain the trust of new clients. Their ISO 27001 certification also provided a competitive edge, making it easier to comply with the data protection regulations in different countries. For beginners, learning about ISO 27001 is crucial if you're working with clients who handle sensitive data. Gaining an understanding of the CIA triad and how to implement an ISMS will be fundamental to your success as a cybersecurity consultant. 5. NIST. This stands for National Institute of Standards and Technology. Next up, we have the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology in the United States. This framework is highly respected around the world and is particularly important in sectors like critical infrastructure, healthcare, and finance. Why NIST matters? The NIST framework is known for its flexibility and adaptability. It provides a structured approach to managing cybersecurity risks and is broken down into 5 core functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. These functions are designed to guide organizations through the process of managing and mitigating cyber risks in a way that aligns with their specific needs. Real-world example. In 2024, a US-based utility company implemented the NIST framework to enhance the security of its critical infrastructure. By following the NIST's identify and protect functions, the company was able to secure its most critical assets, such as industrial control systems, and implement early warning detection systems. When an attempted ransomware attack occurred, the company's respond and recover plans helped them quickly contain the breach, preventing widespread damage. For cybersecurity consultants, mastering the NIST framework is essential if you're working with critical infrastructure sectors or in the US market. Its flexibility means that you'll be able to tailor its application to any industry. 6. COBIT. Control objectives for information and related technologies. Finally, let's take a look at COBIT, which stands for Controlled Objectives for Information and Related Technologies. COBIT is primarily an IT governance framework that ensures information security aligns with an organization's overall business objectives. Why COBIT matters? COBIT is critical for organizations that need to balance cybersecurity with business performance. It focuses on the governance and management of IT assets to ensure that security investments not only protect the organization, but also enable it to achieve its goals. For consultants, this framework is particularly important when working with organizations that want to integrate cybersecurity governance into their broader business strategy. Real-world example. In 2024, a large financial services company used COBIT to improve its IT governance and align its security goals with its business objectives. This helped the company optimize its IT spending, ensuring that security investments provided real value while mitigating risk. COBIT also enabled the organization to stay compliant with multiple regulatory requirements while still driving innovation. For beginners in cybersecurity, learning COBIT will give you an edge, particularly if you're interested in moving into leadership roles or helping organizations bridge the gap between security and business. Final thoughts: why cybersecurity frameworks matter. These frameworks, DORA, NIS2, BSI IT Grundschutz, ISO 27001, NIST, and COBIT, are the cornerstones of cybersecurity strategy. They provide structured approaches to protecting data, managing risks, and ensuring compliance across industries. Understanding these frameworks is essential for anyone looking to succeed in cybersecurity, particularly in consulting roles where you'll be advising organizations on how to protect their most valuable assets. Now that we've covered the most important cybersecurity frameworks, I'd love to hear from you. Which framework do you find most interesting and why? Or, if you've worked with any of these frameworks before, let me know in the comments how they've helped your organization. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more cybersecurity insights and tutorials. And remember, all the resources I mentioned can be found in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.